Hey guys, week 32, you've probably noticed if you've taken the time that we changed things up. And I just want to quickly and simply sort of summarize, but the best way to understand the changes is to go to the site. From the insight of my daughter who works with me, she literally is the head of this. I'm the vision and I'm doing the content, but she is really structuring this. And we have taken our content and we've broken it up into two places. And you're going to see that demonstrated on the site. Why and what. Okay? Why is all the information from the scripture, all the verse by verse teachings, all the revelation studies, all the books that support it, all the art that's relative to that, everything that explains why we believe what we believe is in the why section. Okay? And if you come and you see something, you're going, I don't understand why this guy and these people say this. The why explains it, and it's there. Thousands of hours. I can say that. Thousands of hours. So when someone says, can you tell me why you believe Jesus came back? It's really lazy. It's so lazy. I realize that people have to get their feet wet. And so I'll write back, well, look at Matthew 24 and look at what happened and what he said. Look at verse 34. Then jump to this, what Paul said and Peter said and John said about his coming. And then go to the book of Revelation and read that. And we'll give a little short answer, right? And they'll say, well, I don't agree with that, or I have more questions, right? If they say I don't agree with that, then they've already discounted themselves out of the game. But if they say, well, I have more questions, we say, look, the content is so vast. What we are doing is so different than what anyone has done. And I just want to tell you, we don't do things to be different. I could give a rat's ass about being original. I'm original enough in my own person, how God made me. I don't need to be more original for the sake of being original. We want the frickin' truth. We want what's real as supported in the scripture. So we have taken thousands of hours, stripped out all of our Mormonism content. That's another 1,000 hours. We've taken thousands of hours to describe to you in a bunch of different ways, systems, courses, why we believe how we believe. What are the whys? Why we believe Jesus came back. Why we believe we live in an age of immaterial faith, subjectively lived, not objectively demanded and doctrinally based. Why we believe Satan and hell have been overcome and done at his victory. Why we believe the resurrection is spiritual and ongoing now. Why we believe there will never be an end of this cosmos. Why we believe all the different things. Why even we believe, or I believe, that the Trinity needs some inspection. All of it's there, the whys. After that, we go to the what. It's a newer category. And the what is really all about how to then apply and live the whys once you're satisfied with that information. Okay? If we just gave you the what, we would be called religion, okay? We want to support the whys there. The whats are, well, now what do we do? I agree with your content in the why, but how do I live now having embraced that? And these are all principles about living life in the fulfilled age as an individual Christian, deciding on what they want to do. It's about giving people opportunity to start their own thing out in the community, leadership. It's all sorts of what things. This is more topical, so to speak, to give direction from the Bible principles about how to live life now. You understand the why. Now the what do I do? So that's the major change. You can just look at it as like, here's cult, here's why, here's what. Okay? We've also removed charging. Now you got to understand, we've never tried to strategize for perfection before we speak. We've tried to move forward with what we think at the time. That means that we change things. We started off saying, hey, if you pay $19.99 a month, you can have access to all this information. And then Michael said, hey, why don't we charge $3.16? That's really kind of a symbolic, number, kind of a play on words with John 3:16. And so we did that, and people were signing up. And then we said, you know what? Let's not even do that. We're gonna charge for content that people are interested in, and we're gonna charge minimal amounts of money, like $5 for 5 hours worth of content, 50 cents an hour for each course, and 50 cents per course. And we're just gonna charge for what you want, like a grocery store. And when you go in and you say, well, I'm kind of interested in this, you click it, you pay the $5, and then you have those 16 hours, whatever it is, of content to teach you through principles and biblical principles, right? So we've done away with the $3.16. Delaney felt, and I agree, and Michael does too, that, hey, that's incongruent to charge people to be a member and then also charge them for the products, even though that's what Costco does. Every year you got to pay your annual thing, and you go in and you get discounted prices. So, but I agree. We've never been about money. We want money because it helps us with what we do, but we've never been about making it for the purpose of making it. It's not been our interest. Our interest is that people come to be emancipated from religion. Brick and mortar, the traps and chains of dogma and doctrine and tradition, and to understand what God really wants for them in their life. And that's for them to come to him in faith and to grow in love through light, learning, love, and ultimately liberty. So that's all there. And then we are adding and have added and will continue to add a number of things to our shop. And they, in many ways, mostly, primarily, focus on the why right now. If you really want to understand the book of Revelation, not from some weird way, we have a book called Revelation on Revelations. And all that is just each verse of Revelation with footnotes to explain it. And then we also have 22-volume commentary that with each chapter that you read in Revelation on Revelations, you can open up one of the commentary books, all available online, and read along with it. When you're done, I guarantee you will see the faith differently. And when you see the faith differently, the what becomes important. What to do with your Christian walk today. Get rid of the what, get rid of the why. You go to your church, you listen to their traditions, you listen to the traditions of man relative to doctrine and teachings, and you just comply and you feed the kitty and you make the pastor's dream come true, and you die, and that's your religious walk. We're seeking for true worshipers, seekers of the Father. And if you're one of them, great. If you're not, we invite you here. And that's one final point. You are at liberty to believe what you want with us, because we believe that doctrine divides. We believe that doctrine has not been the central theme of Christianity. We believe that faith and love are, and that God tells us to have faith and to love because it frees us and allows us to have liberty and emancipation through him. So we don't demand that you agree with me at all. I can be and have been and will continue to be wrong, right? But we do provide you with all the information. We do encourage you to participate in it. Much of it's free. We give you, 1,000 hours free. We don't charge you for a number of things that you're welcome to. And I'm just touching on the surface. The way to get it is to go to the site, which you're on now, and to participate. One final thing that I'm thinking of it. Please tell your friends. If this has helped you, please tell friends and family and neighbors, hey, check this out. He's not, even though it's called cult, he's not a cult leader. The only thing that he demands is that you're respectful, you know, and just consider the content and test all things by the content and what we say and what we do, truly what we do. You can ask anybody who's been with us for the past 10, 15 years. What we do is what we say. We don't do anything different. We allow people to believe as they want. We don't impose any rules or laws. We teach as we say, the best of our ability, and we let people interpret or accept what will be. That's what we present to you. That's what needs to be presented in the faith today, because it is subjective. So I just wanted to give you an update. I wanted to tell you we love you, and I wanted to encourage you to choose to grow in the whys or start to participate in the whats. Love you.